There is a tutorial in the forum Reallusion. In the tutorial topic, select Tutorial Topic, Iclone 5 Heightmap Terrain Creation Process. You must download the file that serves as an example. Open Earthsculptor, and create a 3D terrain with map size 513 by 513. I assume you know Earthsculptor. Sculpt your terrain. We will apply 4 textures. The first texture will be placed all over the field by default. Select the second texture. Paint your terrain. Select your third texture and paint your terrain. Do the same with the fourth texture. Save your project, in Earthsculptor format, in a folder you've created. Export your terrain with OBJ format. For this, you need only check center at origin. Open the folder where you save your project. Open the Earthsculptor file with Notepad. This file lists the names of the 4 textures you used. Go to the Program Earthsculptor folder, open the Texture folder, and copy the textures which indicated in the Earthsculptor text file. Paste the textures in the folder where you saved your terrain. You will not need this text file anymore. Open the folder you have downloaded in the Reallusion forum. Open any file with Notepad. In the first part, you need to replace the name of the terrain with the name of your terrain. Copy and paste the OBJ file to replace the one that served as an example. This part indicates that there are 2 textures with as in the example. Copy and paste these 2 textures from the example folder to your terrain folder. In the second section, you need to replace the name of the file that serves as a mask for the different textures. Select the file, ending with _d. Copy and replace it in the file ini. This part indicates that there are 4 textures. The first texture is named 0, but it represents your texture 1. Select your first texture, copy and paste the name to replace the other. This is indicated material 1, but it represents your second texture. Copy the name of your second texture and paste it instead of the other. You must pay attention to the name extension if the texture is PNG or JPG format. Do the same for the material 2, that is actually your texture 3. The material 3 is your texture 4. Do the same thing. Now save your INI file in the folder of your terrain. Do not forget the INI extension. Open Iclone, hit Alt plus Shift plus J, and select your INI file. You have a very large terrain with 4 textures. Place a character, and if you approach to the floor, the texture has a good quality but it is too large. Return to your INI file. Here, you can change the size of the tile of texture 1. Put 200, save the file and reload the file in Iclone. Type Alt plus Shift plus J. The texture is more realistic. You can do the same with the texture 2. In the INI file, change the scale of the texture 2, set as 200. Save your file and reload it into Iclone. Your texture is more realistic and have good quality even being close to the ground. Do the same for the texture 4. Save and reload. You should find in the grass texture, there is an hexagonal shape. This texture is a bump texture. This texture can be found here in the INI file. You can change its size. Do not forget to save at each changes. You can also change the level of bump here. This texture is a blend texture. You can change it, and change the tiling scale. It is good to dissolve the tiling pattern. Now if you copy and paste this part of the script to each texture section, you will have the bump and blend effect for the other texture. By the way, you can change the rotation of each texture too. When you are satisfied with your terrain, go to the Iclone terrain section, select Custom, hit the plus button, and now you have a Iclone Heightmap terrain. Hope this tutorial helped you.